Hello, everybody. I want to thank you for taking time to be a part of our very exciting webinar here this evening on the how-to business acquisition with respect to our lead product, Referdia. My name is Andre Maronian. I'm an InVado co-founder and uh, co-owner of Referdia as well. And I just want all of you to know that we are so genuinely excited as a company for this moment because something historical has happened a few days back at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, September 30th. We opened up the ability for each and every one of you to be able to go out and acquire businesses, brand new businesses, onto the new Referdia platform that everyone has been anticipating, everybody's been looking forward to. And I want to thank you all for taking the time out, for being a part of what we're doing here. And I want to get right into all this exciting and incredible information. For me, I've been in the industry now for over 15 years, and I've never had more fun. I really haven't. This has been an exciting time, but nothing excites me more than to be able to go out there, hit the streets, and be able to add value to customers, add value to businesses, be able to help people achieve their goals and dreams. And there's never ever been a better time with InVado, through Referdia and our other products and services, to be involved with our company. There will be a day we'll look back and say this was the historic time. And this training here tonight is designed to give you the confidence, the value, the understanding, the strategy in order to maximize your ability to go out there and properly represent Referdia to business owners and help them get up and running. Not only will I give you some good tips and things that you need to know, but we are going to be rolling out and releasing tonight. This will be your very first look at our very exciting Referdia storefront presentation that will be actually released in the back office within the next day or so. We will also get it out to all the leaders to distribute to each and every one of you. It will be located, of course, as well in your back office. And I will be doing a demonstration on how to present the storefront presentation to a business owner, as if I was speaking to one, face to face. As a matter of fact, I did this presentation today for an individual, and it went very, very well. So what I'm going to do is get right into the information. And again, remember, this webinar is being recorded and will be up on our YouTube channel here shortly. So let me first start by saying that it is very important that each and every one of you become a student of not only the network marketing industry, but whatever our main products and services are. Remember the concept that knowledge is power. And we released some time back this Referdia guide to social commerce. This is a very good document that will educate you. And I think it's important to know this information, to digest it. And this isn't the only thing I'm going to be recommending. But again, this is located in the brand new back office right now in the Referdia section under the university. You'll go in, click university, and then select the drop down for Referdia, and you'll be able to see these documents. But the Referdia Guide to Social Commerce is back there right now. This is a great read to make you more knowledgeable. Not necessarily to go out there and reiterate to everyone, but it's nice to have some nice things at your disposal when needed, when questions come, and you're able to either refer to this document or others and be able to add value. Remember, knowledge is power. It always makes you more powerful with whatever you're doing when you know what it is that you're talking about. And I think this will absolutely help you in that department. In addition, I recommend you going online, learning and keeping in the loop in the news. You will see that social commerce is everywhere. Social commerce is being talked about all over the place. Now, I want to address something right up front. There's people that have come to us and said, well, what if this company, what if that company goes out and attempts to do sell deals, and this and that. And I got to tell you right now, and let me be very clear, we at InVado and Referdia are not worried one bit about any other company attempting to do what we do. We are absolutely unique. We are a social commerce company. You understand that. Any other company that may have a big base that is not a social commerce company, think about what happens in their board meetings. They have to worry about how it affects their core business when they try to do something in the social commerce space. Whereas we have the ability as a company, Referdia, to just make decisions and do whatever we want because we don't have to worry about impacting other aspects of our business. This is very important to know. You know, think of any company out there that does anything different. People have said, you know, what about some of these social sites like Facebook? Well, Facebook has to wonder every time if they want to get into deal making, which, you know, they have and will in an attempt. Again, we are unique. But my point is this. If they get into deal making, you know what they have to ask after every single idea they have? How does this affect our social site for friends? You know what I mean? When it comes to relating to friends and staying in contact. Because if it affects it too much, it gets in the way of that too much, it hurts their entire base. We don't have to say those kind of things. We can focus on the very hot social commerce space, and you will see that not just with where we're at today, but as our company continues to evolve, just like any other major platform out there in their own space, they constantly evolve. They constantly get stronger. But again, we're going to be able to do it with no handcuffs, with nothing holding us back, because we are a social commerce site. We're not another kind of site trying to make it in social commerce too. This is very, very important for everybody on this line to understand. You know, again, in addition, I think it's important for all of you to go to our YouTube channel, right? youtube.com/InVado webinars, as you see right here, right? Now, this is an example of, and this is what you'll see when you go there. My advice to you is to go up here and become a subscriber. You'll see we've got a bunch of subscribers. Subscribe to the actual site so that you can be notified every time we put a brand new presentation up there. You will be notified without us having to tell you, without anybody else having to tell you. So it's important that you do that. You might have to create a YouTube account, great thing to do, but you'll want to go in and you'll see a tremendous amount of presentations up there, but you're going to want to watch the Referdia rollout videos, parts 1 through 4. You can't watch that enough times. I can tell you that will also help you understand and make you more powerful when it comes to the question and answer session that sometimes and inevitably comes up in throughout the course of your presentation. Again, we need to remember, the stronger you are with your language, the better off you'll be. I still believe this is powerful by itself, but there is something to be said about enhancing your ability to represent this opportunity with Referdia to businesses in a great way. Now, let me talk about the Webpack value here because I think it's important. We have had a change to your, the Referdia, the my.referdia websites just recently. But again, this is another value that has now just become available on the business web packs for $29.99 a month and the premium web pack for $49.99 a month. At the basic level, you don't get a my.referdia landing page with your alias. So understand, it is critical. You can go into your back office right now and upgrade to these two, and then have this these sites come up, this site come up for you. But for those of you that had already seen something like this before, when you went to your my.referdia.com website / your alias, whatever you chose, whether it was your rep number or your alias, before, when you went into the How It Works section, you saw and may have seen some of this for customer acquisition, and it's still there. But what you may now notice is a new link that is sitting up here at the top called Are You a Business Owner? Visit Referdia for businesses by clicking here. As soon as you click this button right up here, it ends up bringing you over through your link, meaning that's still tagged to each and every one of you, uniquely as they come through, and you will now have them experiencing and learning about the Referdia for business. Okay, now my attitude about all this is that by this point, you're already going to have presented a tremendous amount to them, and maybe they don't even need this. But again, it's nice to know so that when you get somebody signed up for this, whether they're doing it themselves or what I like to say, I like to be right next to them if possible or walking them through it over the phone so that we make sure that the sale happens, the closing happens. There's nothing wrong with that when you are in business, doing business, right? And so on. So again, this is something that is only available on either the business or premium web pack options. And this is how you navigate and find how to get there. Now, the sign up process happens right here. Okay, so on this right side, when you scroll down, it allows you to see a sign up process, which I'll get into. Right, and as soon as you click that button, I'll show you the button on a later page. As soon as you click that button, this is how easy it is. There's a few more fields besides the ones that you see here. You can go to your site right now and you'll be able to see it, and they'll type in their business name, their tax ID. Why do we need their tax ID? Because we need to verify that they are a real business. You can imagine as our database continues to grow and grow and grow, the right people are going to want to be involved in what we're doing, and some of the wrong ones are. And we are very picky on making sure that we uphold the integrity of Referdia, what we're really looking to do. They need to put their business URL in here, their website, email, choose a password, contact name, because it might be a larger company than one person, right? And so on. And there's more information. As soon as they go through this and click it, what'll happen is, and they give all the information, they will come right into this welcome to your business panel. That's the next screen they will see, and you will see a whole host of things they can start doing. Now, let me tell you about how this is working so you know, all right? We are running a 10-day risk-free trial period. Now, let me define a few things about what this means. Now, the way the 10-day risk-free trial works is that first and foremost, as soon as the business owner gets to this screen, they are in their trial, but are in a review process. The business must be approved prior to their ability to run a deal. Now, I will tell you, we don't need to get on the phone with them. We don't, unless the staff has some additional questions, they may reach out. But as long as everything is on the up and up, they will tend to be reviewed in a quick and timely manner. But even so, they will be able to go in and do some things in would be their back office for this business, John's Cleaning Service. Okay, so they'll be able to go in and set up their storefront, right? They'll be able to add locations. You say, what are locations? Why do they? Well, what if they have multiple locations? They'll be able to actually go in and add locations. Again, this is part of the trial period where they can go in and start understanding, right, through this manage locations button. They'll be able to create managers. What's that all about? Well, how about create logins and IDs that can, and rules behind them, so that this manager, may be able to run deals through this location, but this manager is only able to do it in this one, and this other manager can run deals in every location. Again, a lot of flexibility, a lot of things that are coming, but understand that in this 10-day risk-free trial, they must upgrade to run a deal. Now, what is the definition of upgrade? The definition of upgrade means that on the 11th day, okay, there's two things that happen. When they actually sign up, they have to provide their credit card, and it is giving us permission, Referdia permission, to run their credit card on the 11th day if they don't do anything other than go in and play around in the site. However, within that 10 days, if they want to run a deal, after they've played around with the different things they want to, set up their storefront, take a look, get comfortable, they must upgrade, and it will actually charge their credit card at that point to run the deal. The trial is for them to get comfortable, to go around, to see what kind of flexibility there is, to see what kind of real-time tracking there is, and all that you see here. They'll be able to go in and get more and more comfortable with what's going on. If they call in prior to that 10th day or that 11th day, within their first 10 days, and say we don't want to move forward, we won't charge their credit card. But in addition to that, if they run a deal, okay, we are giving a 7-day money-back guarantee after the payment for whatever the reason. Now, again, they'll need to call into Referdia, and our staff will do what they need to do in attempting to help them, stay with what we're doing. But again, and by the way, this is the button at the bottom of the screen in the prior slide that I showed. that'll allow them to sign up and then eventually get to this screen. So understand how that works. That 10-day risk-free trial is also, please know, within their first 30 days. So it's not 10 days and then they pay and they get 30 days from that. As soon as they're in, they're saying, all we're really saying is you can try out the software and play around in it for the first 10 days. On the 11th day, we're charging you. But if you want to run a deal before that because you're comfortable or whatever it may be, then guess what? You can go ahead and upgrade right at that time. We charge the credit card and you begin running deals. Okay? Now, what is the strategy on acquiring businesses? I want to transition now into what we're doing. The concept is twofold. All right. A lot of people are maybe thinking to themselves, what do I do? How do I start this conversation? What's my ultimate goal? Do I go for everything in my first meeting? Do I just, am I trying to get them to a weekly meeting? I mean, people are thinking, what do I do? Well, we are about to put an end to that. And I want you to know that the goal here when going in is very similar to recruiting in piquing interest, because ultimately, I think you'd agree, unless there's some extenuating circumstances, some, off the cuff kind of random one-offs where a business owner, you talk to them and they're just in within 15, 20 minutes or whatever it may be, may not necessarily happen that way. But this is something that I have personally tested and it's been working. And I can tell you that I've heard from other representatives and leaders that they've seen that this method works. This is also information that is right on your 1, 2, 3 launch sheet that can help you. But the idea is simply when you're talking to them, whether it's over the phone or in person, the idea is to make sure that you get an appointment with them. So the way it'll work is, if you notice on the left here, you start the conversation by simply saying, let me ask you, and then choose a script. And I'm not telling you it has to be these three or any of these three, but you get the idea of what we're attempting to do. Okay? You might be talking to them. You might be sitting in a restaurant or in a business that isn't filled at that time, right? And you could look at them and say something, what if I could help you fill this place? Just something interesting and intriguing. Well, what do you mean by that? Or, yeah, I'd love that. What if I could help you fill this place with customers? Or you choose, if I could make your worst business day your best business day, would that interest you? Like, what business owner would turn down that kind of conversation, right? I think the idea here is for you to get a positive response, for them to say, well, of course, sure. What are you talking about? How about this one? I love this one as well. Would you permit me to help increase your marketing results while lowering your cost at the same time? I mean, who says no to that unless they're a business trying to go out of business, right? And as soon as you get that positive response, they say, of course, sure, yeah, what is it? Well, look, then I need your full attention, no distractions, for 20 minutes max at a different time or that time. But again, normally it'll be a professional sit down. So I can show you a way you can access our always growing database whenever you want, however you want. It's unlimited and will blow you away. When can I have 20 minutes? And again, uninterrupted. Now, your whole goal is to get a date and time. Now, here's what I've done, and it's been very powerful. Now, I will tell you that these two documents here are right now located in your back office. This document, at the very least, is a good leave behind, but you could also leave maybe the Referdia Guide to Social Commerce if you choose. It's your call, but I would at the very least leave introducing Referdia, and then go ahead and you can put your rep number down here at the bottom, right? Because that'll actually, if you are on the premium or the business web pack, that this is active for you, right? And you ultimately have the ability to go out there and leave this behind, and then they can go visit your site prior to your actual get together. Now, understand a few things. Number one, I personally, this is my call, this is one of the things I do, is I don't even hand this to them unless they give me 20 minutes. I kind of kid with them. I laugh. I'll go, look, I'll give you this if you give me 20 minutes. And I won't give it to them without them giving me a 20-minute commitment. And we joke around about it, but I said, I'm telling you, in 20 minutes, I will blow you away. This you can, use to read up a little bit on what we're doing, But I will tell you, after that 20 minutes, and that's all I need, if that, you will see everything that we have. Okay? So the key is don't leave without a 20-minute appointment. All right? Then, when it comes to the meeting, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go through the Storefront PowerPoint presentation. Now, I will tell you, we are creating multiple versions of this presentation. One version is a PowerPoint. Another, for those Mac users out there, Keynote. So we have a Keynote version that is also complete. The third that we're in the process of creating right now is a PDF version. For those of you, it'll be a skinny down version of the PowerPoint, but for those of you that like utilizing a tablet of some sort or whatever it may be, that those kinds of tools, you'll be able to go in with that or even print them out, right? And actually make a presentation booklet out of it. I will tell you, you lose the animation, of course, but that's another option that you have. Now, you'll go through the Storefront PowerPoint presentation. If you have Wi-Fi, right, capability, you can connect to the internet. It's obviously a good idea to show them the website quickly so they can understand how the site works and get an understanding of the look and feel of what's going on. Okay, and then you can also use, if you have Wi-Fi, these two things go hand in hand, because you can go through the website and show businesses in their area that they know, that they recognize, that thought it was good enough for them. And that's one of the things I love most about our business, folks, is that as your marketplace gets more and more businesses involved, it becomes easier and easier for you to sell. Because if it's good enough for another business owner, why isn't it good enough for them? Why did they see value? And I'll tell you, in the few that I've actually done in the past, as I've mentioned businesses that have committed to Referdia, I've even mentioned it sometimes in the peak, but reiterate it when we sit back down. And I got to tell you, it holds a lot of weight, and it will continue as more and more recognizable local businesses that the individual that you're approaching, whether it's a manager, the decision maker, or the owner themselves, it makes a big difference. Now, at the end of this meeting, your goal is to either start them up on the spot or set up another meeting under the premise that we're starting you up. Okay, so that's the name of the game. Again, we're not in the business of presenting, we're in the business of closing. We're in the business of getting people to want to utilize our service, and the best of you are going to be the ones that actually have the ability to get them from excited to in. All right, when you compare what they spend on their marketing budget on a monthly basis back to what we're doing here, I don't think there's a person on this line that disagrees. We have the hottest thing on the street today, specifically for businesses with respect to what we're talking about here tonight. Now, let me talk to you about this presentation. And I'll tell you, I like telling them 20 minutes and even telling them, look, I bet you I can do it in under 15, right? You need to learn how to present this business in under 15 minutes. And rather than explain it to you and I just expect it out of you, I'm going to take you through the entire presentation right now, okay? And this will be up on YouTube for you to be able to watch again and again and again until you can reiterate it before I say it. So that's a good thing, right? And then you'll be able to add your personality, make it sound your way. We're not here to tell you everything you got to say, but I'm hoping that what I'm about to do here tonight is going to give you a real good head start on personalizing this presentation for you. Okay, so I'm going to take you through it. Now, here's the premise. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. I'm actually going to go through it as if you are the business owner in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to take you through it right now as if you are the business owner. All right, and that's how no different than I did with somebody earlier today, because I always want to practice what I'm preaching, right? So here's the idea. I come back in. I've already piqued your interest, right? I said what you heard earlier. I have gotten you to commit to 20 minutes maximum. Shoot, as you get used to this, tell them you don't need 20. Just tell them right up front, I need under 15 minutes. If you can get this down to 15 or less, which I'm telling you, you'll see I will do right now. I come in, I say, hello, it's great. Thanks for, thanks for the meeting. And let me take you through the storefront presentation. Here we begin. Again, I want to thank you for taking time to really understand more about our amazing platform called Referdia. It's a revolutionary tool that will reduce your marketing cost, increase your sales, and monetize your customer base. And I am thankful that you're giving me the time to be able to take you through this here today. Let's first talk about what you know, okay? Every one of you know, right? You know about the group buying industry, right? As a business owner, I'm sure you've heard of Groupon, Living Social in the United States, Twango in Quebec, WagJag in Ontario, both Canadian. You know about these companies. That's no surprise. And we're not here to say that that's who we are, but I want you to think about something in a moment. When you think about that industry, we're talking about, as you know, costs of up to 75% of your retail price to sell. There's up to 90 days to hold on your money. Meaning you sell things, you don't even see it for 90 days. And as you know, many of these sites, they keep a third, 30, 60, and 90. But the problem is most of these customers redeem their voucher within 30 days. So you're out goods or services, and you're not even seeing the money for a long time down the road. And as you know, this is an issue. There's limited business use. You can't necessarily use it whatever way you want, whenever you want. And then there's variable cost. This is the biggest problem. One deal could cost you thousands. You want to run something? You want to run a $10 for 20 or a $20 value for $10? Go ahead. But that costs you, if you sell 1,000 of them, that one deal costs you $5,000. And in our opinion, you give up way too much. Here's what we have. Okay, we have Referdia. Social commerce is a service providing you a social tool, allowing you full control to access our always growing customer base and increase sales. And best of all, monetize your customer base. And I will be breaking that down for you. Here's how it works. We have representatives just like me that are connecting and building value for businesses like you all throughout this city, all across North America, on why Referdia is the most effective way for them to gain access to customers, reduce their marketing costs, and again, what you'll learn about, monetize your customers. But please, I know what you're probably thinking. What about customers? How are you guys getting to customers? Well, again, we have marketing reps just like us, and one channel that we're utilizing to get customers into this database for you to consistently get to is through marketing reps, just like me. So understand, reps connect customers. This is a big deal, okay? So this will always grow. Just like I'm here today, we have representatives all over the place doing the exact same thing. And then we give you a tool to market deals, right? Custom deals to these customers, and you'll learn about that value here in a moment. Now, what is the value to you? First and foremost, your own Referdia landing page on our site. You'll be able to customize it, make it look, with pictures, your address, and so on. A lot of ability there. You'll be able to craft your own offers, control price and frequency. So this will be your choice. You'll be able to access our customers anytime. You'll get real-time analytics on claims and referrals and more. You'll be able to create a strong following through us. And here's what excites most businesses. There's no hold on your money. A customer will walk into your store and you will exchange goods or services for cash or credit. They will transact on your merchant account, not ours. And I'm sure you'd agree, that's a big deal. And 0% of the transaction fee. We made a decision that we're not trying to cut into your action. We're providing you a service, a great service for you to access customers and do business like you do. Now, here's how we go about setting up a custom deal, okay? Just so you get a flow and an understanding of how this works. Step one, we want you to set up your storefront. We have a staff ready to help you. Now, again, it's pretty simple. It's user-friendly, but if you have any questions, we have Referdia staff that is just waiting to help each and every one of, help you out. Step number two is to craft unlimited deals. Decide your deal and savings. Do I want to take 50% off? Do I want to take 30% off? Do I want to do a buy one, get one? Do I want to just do free shipping? It'll be up to you, and you'll have a tool at your fingertips to be able to craft those deals whatever way you want. Step number three is simply click send and access our customers with whatever deal you chose. And you'll also have the ability to customize deal flow. How about being able to market to everyone? How about regionally? How about first-time buyers? You don't want to market to every single person out there. You want to market to people that have never claimed from you before and more. More and more availability will be offered as time continues to go on. But there is no other platform out there that allows you to do that. If you try to market on a billboard, on TV, you only have one option. Everyone sees it. Even the person that was coming in anyway, even that person sees it. But with our platform, you will have the ability to be able to customize deal flow. That's a big deal. And step number four is to be able to view real-time analytics on claims and referrals and much, much more. So this is powerful. Now, you say, well, why would a customer be involved? Well, because of our revolutionary pay later model. See, with our site, customers don't buy deals, they claim deals. Right? Customers will shop versus wait for a deal to come to them because they know I can get tons of savings. And how about there's 0% financial risk. I can't lose money. And as you know, a pretty reasonable percent of deals out there end up forfeiting, which makes an unhappy customer. So the shelf life of the customer tends to reduce over time, meaning they're not as excited over time simply because they're losing more and more of these deals and saying this isn't worth it. But with us, they can claim thousands in savings for minimal cost, all for $7.99 a month, which is our typical full retail price. Now, at this very moment, we may be running a promotion, and I may mention that at this time for them. Now, in addition to that, how about we've created an incentive for these customers to refer their friends? Why? How about for price reduction and rewards? At the very least, they will be able to reduce their cost by 25 cents a month per referral. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, is this customer going to actually, you actually honestly believe this customer is going to run around town trying to get customers? No. I mean, they may tell a few people, right? But here's how powerful it is. If one of these ladies likes a pair of shoes that they bought or they were thinking about buying, they will be able to post their favorite deals on over 300 social sites that we're currently integrated with. Some you see here, and like I said, 300 plus. And what this ultimately does is creates this the second channel for database growth, which is viral. Customers leading us to customers, not because we had them do anything out of the ordinary. We simply said, you know what? Post it if you like it. Right out there it goes. Now, let's talk about monetizing your customer base. All right? Now, we know that you have developed a loyal customer base over time. These customers have known you. They're valuable to you. You're valuable to them. And, again, they're loyal. Now, we're going to get to these people. I'm sure you'd agree. If somebody like me doesn't get to them, viral will. Let's think out of the box for a moment. What if you connect them to Referdia? Well, how about you have the opportunity to earn 50 cents a month on every single customer that actually connects to us through you? That's pretty powerful. So now, not only do you have the most unique marketing platform out there, but what other marketing platform on planet Earth allows you to market and also generate you a newfound revenue you've never seen before? Connecting customers. That's pretty powerful. I'm sure you'd agree. What's your strategy? You might be saying, well, how am I going to do this? Well, there's several ways. You could utilize a point of sale strategy, right? As soon as they're at the register, offer them something. How about this? How about follow us on Referdia and receive offers you won't find anywhere else? Now, why would they do that? Why would you do that? The reason you would do that is because no other marketing platform allows for a residual payout, right? You can't make any money with any other platform. So wouldn't you offer a more aggressive deal on Referdia knowing that your upside is even greater? They say, well, how do I do it? What's my option? What are my options? Well, how about we'll give you your own promotion link. You could turn that promotion link into a QR code. They could take a picture of it, redirect them straight to your link, or different social buttons and so on. So again, the idea is going to be offer great deals to gain monthly revenue. That's the concept. Offer things they won't find anywhere else. You get a new customer, but now you start earning 50 cents a month on every single one of them. Now, it's even better than you think. It's even better than you think. Because before I was sharing that you can connect your database through social efforts, right? And other efforts, and earn 50 cents a month on every single one of them that come through you, and they'll be incentivized in many cases because of the deal you're offering them. But not only do you earn money on your customers, how about you can generate a viral income through your customers' social referrals, totally independent of your product sales. Here's what I mean. Don't these customers have an incentive to refer other customers? Well, sure they do. They get a 25-cent reduction on their monthly by doing so. And they don't have to do much to do it. All they got to do is post something they like. Shoot, they can post something they don't like because they know somebody else does. And every time they do that, look what happens for you. You actually are the beneficiary of the viral component as well. So you're not only earning 50 cents on your database, but you will earn 50 cents on theirs and theirs and so on. It continues on. So think about the upside potential. Think about the kind of revenue that you could generate if we take this seriously. And I think you'd agree it is absolutely powerful. Now, here's my last slide. Here are your options. Option number one, just use us to run deals. We're $149 a month per location, full retail price. If we're running a promotion, I'll let you know right now. There's 0% transaction fee, right? 0%. Again, in summary, there's no hold on your money, product or service with the money, meaning there's an exchange. Unlimited deal creation. You can control your own price and redemption rules and so on. Target marketing, control who sees it. And how about real-time offer claims and analytics? That's what you can get for, by utilizing Referdia. And you compare that to traditional marketing methods, I think you'd agree it is quite powerful. But there's another option. Like we talked about, how about a second option? You say, wait a minute, why don't I monetize my customers? You told me I can get 50 cents a customer and I can get 50 cents of their customers. Well, shoot, if I can get 300 customers like that, how about my 149 is paid for per location? I mean, that's the way you could think about this. At the very least, how about having zero marketing cost? So what are you going to do? You're going to connect your customers with my help as a representative of the company to connect those customers to Referdia. And what ends up, and understand this option includes option number one. There is no additional cost for you to take advantage of this option. It's just a choice. Do you feel like connecting them? Connect your customers with Referdia, earn 50 cents a month per customer. Earn 50 cents a month per viral customer. And please understand, folks, this is independent. That 50 cents is independent of what the cost is. This is for businesses. Businesses stay locked at 50 cents, no matter what our price is. And they can use social tools to make it happen. So I think you'd agree that either one makes sense. It probably makes sense to do both. And ultimately, that's Referdia, all right? A revolutionary tool that will absolutely reduce your marketing cost, increase your sales, and monetize your customer base. That's our presentation. Now you can see I did that in under 15 minutes. Can you do that? Can you learn that? Now at this point, I'd probably pull out my laptop and take them to the website, show them the website, show them businesses in their location as the database continues to grow to make it easier and easier to justify. And by the way, you say, well, what if there isn't a lot of businesses? Well, I don't know. That sounds like virtual gold rush to me. Because if I was a business owner and there were a little amount of businesses in there, I'd be thinking about how many more customers I could tag and monetize. If there's more businesses, maybe there's less customers I can tag, but there's more customers I can reach through my marketing. So what is the downside here? And the answer is there isn't. And the other thing is, please understand, we have the presentation locked in at the full retail price so that you have the ability to go in and let them know we're running a promotion if we happen to be running it. That would probably be the best strategy that you could use. Now, you might be saying, well, what are some other tools that I have at my disposal? Well, how about this is now in your back office, but once they sign up, you'll be able to, again, they'll get a lot of this, but just so you know, we have social media blurb help where they can actually go in and learn some of the best things to be able to post or whatever it may be. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this right now, but again, that's something that is at their disposal and is located in your back office right now. But again, they will have access to this. How about a full-fledged step-by-step guide for how about everything? Logging in, customize your business's profile, manage your locations, view and create offers, review your claimed offers, edit managers, right? Remember, you could have multiple managers. You could have multiple locations and multiple managers. How about billing and membership and using the referral program? Right? The monetizing of customer base. You think there might be enough information in there for the business owner to be able to do anything that they want to do. You might say, well, how does it look? Again, this is in your back office right now. If you go into University, click on the drop down to switch to Referdia, you will find these documents there. But just to give you an idea of some of the detail, I mean, look at this detail. Right? For managed locations, I mean, there's visuals, there's step-by-steps, and detailed descriptions on how to get it done. How about reviewing your claimed offers so they aren't confused and what all the buttons mean? Again, this is part of their startup, their kit that they will get. Again, it's online based, so they can have access to this. Okay. Again, you have it. If you don't even want to wait, you can give it to them. But again, I wouldn't even give this to them until they sign up necessarily. Okay, and get into that approval process. So, folks, look, that's it. It's that simple. I mean, I could try to overcomplicate this, but I don't even know how. Really. I mean, I think as long as you go and educate yourself on our industry, social commerce, you constantly stay current as much as you possibly can. You read up on some of the things that we have in our back office. You watch this presentation again and again till it can roll off your tongue. I think every one of you on this line would agree, and watching at a future date, that the more you watch this, repetition is the mother of all learning. The kind of upside residual income that you could earn with our company and lives that are going to get impacted through this are out of this world. By the way, one objection I definitely want to give you or help you handle, because this is something I've heard from different people. They've said, they've asked me, they said, how do you handle this when the business owner says in a new market, right? In a new market, how many customers are there? Again, I mentioned it before, there is no downside, but it's important for them to understand, look, you need to understand, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, that you're not the only business that's going to think like this. When you get 5, 10, 20, 50 businesses in this area all thinking about tagging customers, and then reps like us and viral like us, I mean, it's important for you to get involved. This is huge. And with our introductory price point locked in for 12 months at $74.99, the value in you coming in now, yeah, maybe there aren't as many customers today, but look at the savings and the ride you can be on, and locked in at that price point. There is nothing better than that. So I know there's people on this line right now that are absolutely going to smash this out of the park. Maybe you need a little bit of, to listen to this a few times, but you are chomping at the bit to get out there and make this happen. And we're here to support you in every way we can. Be ready. You're going to see new features, new exciting things. We're about to roll out the new search function that is going to make it a whole nother level. I mean, again, our site is powerful in every way you look at it. And I want to leave you with the idea that once you get out there, I think it's important that you start. Just get out there. Again, learn what you need to learn, but make an effort to start. Once you get out there and start working this business, it just gets easier and easier and easier. It's kind of like going to a gym, right? I know that when you haven't gone to the gym for a while, you know, to go that first time can be painful, but once you've gone once or twice, it becomes easier and you're motivated to keep doing it. Except the difference there is that you're working on your health, which there's nothing wrong with that, but here you're working on your income. You can start seeing some powerful results. You don't have to wait. You can start building your personal residual income right now. With that, I wish you all the best. May God bless you, your families, InVado, Referdia. We will see each and every one of you at the top. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.